August really truly is that girl. There are so many amazing books that are coming out in August. I can barely keep up, so here's a guide to the most exciting ones that came out this week in the second week of August. As always, we start with the books that I've already read. The first one's a new Karen Slaughter book, and if you like dark and gritty gruesome thrillers, she is an absolute must-read. I'm obsessed with her books. This one takes place in a really small town on 4th of July, and during the fireworks, 2 teenage girls disappear. You follow the investigation, trying to get to the bottom of what happened. It's a dual timeline when a similar case happens years and years later, calling into question whether they really got the right guy all those years ago. This next one's an adult romantasy debut, and I was shocked by this book. We have 3 main characters, a warrior, a princess, and an assassin. It is a why choose book. Very slow burn, nothing really happens romance-wise until like towards the end of the book, but the plot in this was so unique, and I'm so mad at the ending I need book 2 in my hands immediately. Mad in a good way because this book was spectacular. Go buy this. Lastly, for the books I've read, we have High Season, and this one is a thriller book about this girl who years ago, when she was a kid, she became the youngest person to ever testify in a French unaliving trial. She testified that she watched her sister get drowned by their babysitter, and all these years later, she's calling into question whether she actually saw that and trying to figure out what actually happened all those years ago. Super fun premise. I listened to this on audio and really enjoyed it. Diving into the books I haven't read yet but are on my TBR, there are a lot of them, so hang tight, grab a snack. First up is Red Card, which is a rugby romance about a player who is red carded permanently out of his team in London. He has to go to the States to join the only team who will have him, ends up falling for the coach's daughter. Then we have Tony and Addie Go Viral. This one follows an author who writes a book on a whim, ends up getting a huge book deal and TV adaptation, and somebody who's cast in the TV show is one of her exes. Then we have Dream On by Jennifer Hartman. I love her books. This one is second chance, fake dating, ex-theater partners, forced proximity, slow burn, angsty and emotional, and he falls first. I'm so sold. Next up is The Book of Lost Hours, which is a fantasy historical fiction combo. It has dual timeline, and it centers around this very mysterious magical library where all the memories of the past are stored inside books. Next up is These Memories Do Not Belong to Us. It's set in a future where every citizen is fitted with what's called a mind bank, which is an intracranial device capable of recording and transmitting memories between different minds. Then we have For the Record, which is a second chance rivals to lovers musician romance. It's supposed to be for fans of Emily Henry and Daisy Jones and the Six. Then we have The Unraveling by V. Keeland. This one is a story of obsession about a psychiatrist who is concealing her hidden connection to her patient. Then we have Peter Miles Has to Die. This one's a revenge thriller about the bonds of friendship, small town crime, and the limits of justice. Then we have The Frequency of Living Things. This one follows these 3 sisters who unearth a lifetime of family tensions as they're being forced to rescue one of their own from peril. It explores the limits of sacrifice, sisterhood, and forgiveness. Lastly, for the books I have copies of, but then there's a few I'll show you that I don't, we have book 2 in a duology called Dawn of Fate and Fire. This one's a reimagining of Zorro, and it weaves Mesoamerican mythology and 16th century Mexican history. It says it's filled with magic, intrigue, treachery, and romance. Some other romances that I'm really excited for I'll put up here. We have He Falls First by Jill Shalvis. Heartstrings looks like an adorable music romance. Love is an Open Book, a cute little book about books romance. Rivals to Lovers looks